everyone, I think I'm on here. Facebook did a little something different to me. I'm trying to figure out how to be flexible here. Apparently I can't do live video on my computer right now, so I think this is going to work on my phone. All right, looks like it's recording. Okay, so hi everybody. This is my name is Sheila Walker, and I am coming to you on the Oil Can public education page. I teach on here on Mondays about how to improve your health, your emotions, using natural essential oils, the highest quality that you can get on the market. It's called doTERRA. And so today is May 11th, and we finally have a little heat break from the heat here in Southern California. Today I am going to talk to you about, gotta find the camera here, citrus bloom. Did you guys get citrus bloom during BOGO week, which was a couple weeks ago? I am loving citrus bloom, and got it running in the diffusers today. And I'm actually going to be talking to you about the oils that are in citrus bloom so that you can get a better feel for how awesome this oil is. Okay, this has 5 essential oils in it, already made up for you, so that all you have to do is drop them in your diffuser. You don't have to go run and grab 5 different essential oils. Okay, I'm seeing something. Bring them on camera. Hey Sherry, I'm having a hard time with a live today. I'm having to use my phone. My computer's not going on here, and so I'm not real sure about if thank you for the hearts. I'm trying to figure things out as I'm going live on here. Actually, I guess I can watch it on my computer, and I can see comments on my computer. Okay, I'm trying to be flexible as we go here. Let me find it. Hey, there I am. Okay, so if you do comments, I think I can see them here. I just can't see them too well on my phone. Anyway, I am talking about citrus bloom today. I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know if you got it, Sherry, for the BOGO week that we had. They did it in both a roller blend and also the undiluted oil. And I absolutely love this blend. It's got 5 essential oils in it, and I am going to be talking about those essential oils today so that you can kind of get a better feel for how awesome this oil is. I'm going to be going into some of the emotional benefits and also the physical benefits. So what's cool about citrus bloom is that it is already has all the oils in it, so you don't have to go grab 5 oils to go put in your diffuser, right? So the first essential oil in it is wild orange. So let's talk about wild orange. I'm going to talk to you about from a couple books. One is this emotions book that I like. It's called Emotions and Essential Oils, and I think this is the latest edition. It's the 7th edition. So, actually it is, because it has all the new oils in it. Okay, so let me find wild orange in here. So, wild orange is the oil of abundance. Let me read to you some of the things that it has in here. It says it inspires abundance, it fosters creativity, and it supports a positive mood. It brings spontaneity, fun, joy, and playfulness into one's life. We can all use that, right? Okay, wild orange encourages individuals to let go of scarcity mindsets with all of the manifestations, including fear, nervousness, inflexibility, workaholism, lack of humor, and the belief that there is not enough. So if you think about it, when you are nervous about if there isn't enough of something, maybe that's true and maybe that's not true. But sometimes we can act on that belief, and that comes through with us being fearful or nervous or inflexible. We're not letting go of things, right? And so that's what wild orange is helpful to get past those mindsets. Wild orange also encourages individuals to let go of their need to hoard, which is the epitome of scarcity. Wild orange inspires limitless solutions for problems and issues. One never needs to live in fear. Wild orange invites individuals to completely let go as a child does and to live from their true self. Sharing, playing, relaxing, and enjoying the bounties of life. These are the gifts bestowed by wild orange oil. So, let's see, my phone is kind of slipping a little bit. So, there we go. Now I'm not so like crooked. Okay, so some of the negative emotions that wild orange helps us get rid of are those feelings of scarcity, being overly serious, being rigid, dull, wanting to work too much, having a lack of energy, feeling discouraged, hoarding, and being envious. But what are some of the things that it helps us to be able to embrace? Well, a feeling of abundance and having a sense of humor and playful and generous, being spontaneous, creative, and joyful. So those are all the positive benefits of wild orange essential oil. Yeah, hoarding, like toilet paper lately, right? Or hand sanitizer, all the things. We need to be diffusing wild orange into our world, right? So let me talk about the health benefits. I'm going to go in, or the physical benefits. This is the Essential Life book, and I'm going to read to you what these oils help with in these two books. So wild orange, it is uplifting, invigorating, and renewing. Oh, I'm all crooked again. Gonna fix that. All right. The top uses for wild orange, did you know that it helps with helping you sleep better, and it helps with stress and menopause, different things that we go through with menopause. Think about some of the emotional upsets that you might have in menopause, and that's what wild orange is helpful for. Helpful for feelings of sadness, anxious feelings. We already talked a little bit about fear in the other book. It's also helpful for irritability. Wild orange brings a lack, or helps with a lack of energy. Doesn't bring lack of energy. That's not what we want, right? Helps us feel creative and productive. So kind of that freshness and that newness that we need, right? Wild orange also helps with concentration. And let's see, I should try to kind of group some of these together. Helps with emotional balance, which kind of what we were talking about before. Helps you to be able to let go of maybe there isn't enough, but maybe there really is enough and we're just nervous and we're kind of believing something that's not true. So it helps us to be able to balance our emotions. And then sometimes those emotions can upset our digestive system, right? So guess what wild orange is good for? Oh, sorry, where's my peppermint at? I'm going to grab some peppermint. Hang on just a second. Oops, I'm going to put some peppermint in my water because I'm starting to feel that little bit of froggy voice. Actually, I'm going to put some wild orange in my water too. Since I got it right here, my bottle is kind of empty, but I still grab some. Just put it right in my water. Drink some of that stuff down. And now I can have, hopefully, a clear voice for the rest of our video, right? All right, so did I cover all of wild orange? I think that's a lot of the good stuff about wild orange. So what's our next blend, or what's our next oil in, what am I doing now? Phone's doing different things now. It's a fun video. So our next oil in Citrus Bloom is grapefruit. People like to put grapefruit in their water because it helps ease the cravings and keeps you from overeating. So it just helps with weight management. But let's see, what are some of the benefits, the emotional benefits in our book here of grapefruit. Here we are. Okay, grapefruit is an oil, it says, honoring the body. Okay, so grapefruit teaches true respect and appreciation for one's physical body. It supports individuals who struggle to honor their body and are caught in patterns of mistreatment. Okay? Though individuals may obsess over how they look, deep down, they never feel they look good enough. And there's a dissatisfaction that persists. So, on a side note, it just came to mind about great ways of helping our emotional system is by diffusing essential oils. That's why Citrus Bloom is going to be a great oil to be diffusing. So when we diffuse and we smell essential oils, it goes through our nose into the limbic system of our brain. And the limbic system of our brain is what helps control the emotions and our mood. So when we're talking about how an essential oil can help us get past those feelings of not feeling or looking good enough, that's how it works scientifically. It goes into your nose, goes into the part of your brain that helps control that emotion and mood sensor in your brain. Okay, so that can help us to be able to get past some of these mindsets that sometimes hold us back and keep us from acting the way we really need to be acting, or we really want to be acting, right? So let's talk about, so I already talked about how people will put grapefruit in their water before they're going to eat because that helps control their appetite, right? Well, here's a little bit on the emotion side. It says the reason grapefruit oil helps curb emotional eating, sometimes we overeat because of our emotions, right? Is because it encourages a positive relationship with one's body based on love, tolerance, and acceptance. This oil assists individuals in listening to their true physical needs and impulses. It also assists them in taking responsibility for what they feel. So some of the negative emotions that grapefruit helps us to counteract are body shame, obsession with food or dieting, eating issues, hiding, and a distorted self-image. But the positive properties that it helps us with is being respectful of our physical needs, accepting our body, being nourished, and having a healthy relationship with food. All right, that is grapefruit. Let's see, and I look like I'm sliding down again, so I'm just going to keep fixing that. Okay, and let's talk about the physical benefits now in our Essential Life book. Okay, find grapefruit here. Grapefruit. Well, here we are. The top uses on here is weight management. So just talked about that. It's great for hormone balance. And it also has in here breast and uterine issues. So grapefruit is really cleansing to the lymphatic system, and you have lymph nodes under your armpits here in this whole area right here. So a great way to be able to cleanse those lymph nodes and contribute to breast health is by putting on grapefruit essential oil on your armpits. You can do that before you put on your deodorant. But don't do that if you're going to go to the beach for the day, because it's a citrus oil. Citrus oils make you sunburn quickly. So just think about that before you go to the beach. If you're wearing a shirt all day, it's fine. But you just don't want to be out there in your bikini, okay? What else do we have on here? Sugar cravings. Well, we talked about how grapefruit essential oil is wonderful to put in your water before you eat. So maybe you won't be craving all the sweets that wouldn't help you, right? We just talked about how it's detoxifying and it's helpful to clean out your lymph nodes. You can also put it in your water and just drink it, and then you're getting grapefruit, that cleansing property, those cleansing properties throughout all the cells in your body. You can, it says here for cellulite, so you can put it right on those dimply areas that you have and just rub it in. Do that consistently, drink lots of water, and it helps, well, so I can say that compliantly, it helps to reduce the appearance of cellulite, okay? Also helpful for cleaning out your kidneys. So kidneys, lymph nodes, fat cells. And if those things are cleaned out, the next thing on my list is adrenal support. So your adrenals can also be helped by grapefruit essential oil, as well as your gallbladder. I keep looking down, keep looking down one more, and then it's like, oh yeah, it helps with that too. It's a citrus oil, and citrus oils are fantastic for helping you balance your emotions. So of course, emotional balance is on here. And hangover and jet lag. So right now, I don't think anybody's really flying. It's May of 2020. So nobody's really flying anywhere. But boy, when we are able to, we're going to be taking trips, right? And so some of those long trips can just make you feel kind of like not so awesome when you get somewhere. And putting some grapefruit essential oil in your diffuser, or just put it in your hands and smell it, and put some in your water, can help you to be able to recover from all of that much quicker. Okay, so what's our next oil in this awesome little blend, Citrus Bloom? Our next oil is lavender. Okay, when I was reading through all the benefits of lavender, I can totally understand why lavender is one of the top oils that is so useful for everything. People love lavender, and wait till you hear about the emotional benefits of lavender. I was highlighting all kinds of things in here. Okay, I'm in the L's. Lavender, there you are. Okay. Lavender is the oil of communication and calm. So it says lavender aids verbal expression and calming the mind. Specifically, it calms the insecurities that are felt when one risks their true thoughts and feelings. Lavender supports individuals in releasing the tension and constriction that stems from withheld expression. This bottleneck in communication can result in worried and racing thoughts, anxiousness, and sleep disruption. Due to past experiences, they may feel unsafe or fearful of expressing themselves because of potential rejection. Often, they don't allow themselves space to get in touch with all they truly think and feel. Their true voice is therefore trapped within and goes unexpressed. Strong feelings of being unlovable, unimportant, and unheard can accompany this condition. I'm not even done yet. I'm just looking at, look at how much I highlighted in this book. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's just so much when I was reading through this, and I was thinking how people really need lavender. It's interesting how a lot of synthetic lavender that's in all of your lotions, and not all of your lotions, in a lot of the lotions and stuff, a lot of people will say they don't like the smell of lavender. That's actually not too uncommon at all. But when they smell real lavender, when they smell doTERRA lavender, oftentimes they say it smells different, and they like the smell of lavender. I was one of those people that didn't used to like the smell of lavender, and now I love it. But it's interesting, sometimes when we don't want to let go of different emotions, sometimes our bodies, and we don't even know that we're doing this, but sometimes our bodies will resist the very thing that we need. And when I was reading about the emotional benefits of lavender, there are so many common emotions here that people deal with, and I think a lot more people need lavender than whoever knows who needs lavender, right? It says here, lavender encourages emotional honesty and insists that one speak their innermost thoughts and desires. As individuals learn to communicate their deepest thoughts and feelings, they are liberated from their self-inflicted prison. It is through open and honest communication that an individual has the potential to experience unconditional love, acceptance, and peace of mind. Through lavender's courageous spirit, one is free to share their true self with others. So the negative emotions that lavender helps us get past is blocked communication, fear of rejection, constricted, tense, racing thoughts, emotional dishonesty, hiding, fear of self-disclosure, feeling unseen, unheard, or unloved, and insecure. And I just think that that is so common in our world today. But here's the positive properties that lavender helps us with. It helps us to be able to have open communication, gives and bring calm. I was going to say it helps us to have the courage to have open communication. It helps us to calm and be expressive and have emotional honesty, be self-aware, and have peace of mind. Okay, lavender, I can just see why it is one of the top essential oils. We consider it in the top 3 of our essential oils. Let me find lavender in Essential Life book. So lavender is always known as being calming, right? So that's why it's wonderful to be able to put in the diffuser at night, because that can help calm our minds, calm our bodies, and just help us get a good night's sleep. Also, when we're dealing with stressful things and feelings of anxiousness or sadness, lavender helps all of those calm down, right? And it helps other things to calm down too, like if we've been out in the sun too much and our skin is all red and hurting, right? Lavender helps calm that down. As well as it's pollen season right now, right? Well, guess what lavender does? It helps calm that down. What about upset babies that have upset tummies? Lavender makes everything feel better again, and it calms it down. If we have cuts and wounds, a little drop of lavender on that can help all of that just soothe and feel so much better. As well as we're kind of getting into mosquito season. I've noticed all of a sudden there's mosquitoes out and there's flies out. And so when we get bug bites and stuff, sometimes they're itchy or they hurt. And, you know, lavender is one of those things that you're going to grab to calm things down. This is also, oh, my phone keeps slipping here. Okay, this is also a time when we might have dry nasal passages, and sometimes people will be more susceptible to having dryness in their nose, and that causes problems. You can put a little bit of lavender over the bridge of your nose and will just help soothe all of that. Healthy blood pressure, help with, I'm sorry, my phone keeps slipping. I'm going to try to find something to make it, here we're trying to make this so that it doesn't slip so much. Maybe a Kleenex will help it. Okay, where was I at? Head tension, healthy blood pressure, and emotional balance for lavender. Maybe that will work. I think it may work. Okay, we're moving on. We're just going to keep rolling, okay? So here we are. The next essential oil in Citrus Bloom, okay? I'm going through all of the blend, or all of the oils that are in Citrus Bloom, is Roman chamomile. Can you see that one? Where's my camera at? Roman chamomile. Okay, what is Roman chamomile good for? I know that it's super calming. Let me find it in here. Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile assists a person in shedding the meaningless activities that consume their lives. Well, we don't need time. We don't need to waste time on that, right? So they can focus on a more fulfilling work. Okay? Roman chamomile restores one's confidence in doing what they came to this earth to do, helps you be productive, know what you're doing, and move forward instead of staying in something that's just kind of a meaningless activity. So Roman chamomile combats the negative emotions of being purposeless, discouraged, drudgery. There's things that we have to do that makes it just feels like drudgery, right? So go grab your Roman chamomile, put it on your body somewhere, smell your hands, and go do what you need to do. Roman chamomile also helps with being frustrated and unsettled. But the positive properties that Roman chamomile brings are feeling purposeful instead of purposeless, okay? Being guided, being peaceful and fulfilled and relaxed and staying spiritually connected. People love Roman chamomile. It is in a lot of blends and diffuser blends. Let me find Roman chamomile in our other book here. Here it is. Well, it says it's bright, calming, and sweet. And the top uses for Roman chamomile are for feelings of stress and shock. So shock is pretty strong, right? So Roman chamomile must be pretty calming then. It's also helpful for dry, irritated, and aging skin. Hadn't thought about putting Roman chamomile in my moisturizer. It smells really good. But that might be a good thing to put in your moisturizer. It's good for aging skin. It's also helpful for healthy blood pressure, maintaining healthy blood pressure, and sciatic. You have a sciatic nerve. Sometimes that gets irritated. Lower back discomfort. Roman chamomile can calm all of that. because it's calming, it can help with getting that peaceful night's sleep, and it can also calm just the discomfort that you might get when you're having your monthly menstrual cycle, and also with just the mindset of anger, irritability, and agitation. So that can happen whether you're premenopausal or postmenopausal, right? We all kind of deal with anger, irritability, and agitation. So grab your Roman chamomile, put it on you somewhere, put it in the diffuser, smell your hands, and go do what you need to do. Like lavender, Roman chamomile is also calming to the insect problems that we can have when we're outside if we get bit or stung or something like that. Calming to the pollen season, and calming to the emotions. All right, the last oil that is in Citrus Bloom Blend is Magnolia. And I'm going to put this on right now because I love the smell of Magnolia. So all I did is, it's a roller ball. The other ones are droppers. You can just drop those. But this one has a little roller in it. So I just roll my arms, rub them together, and smell. Super, super easy. So, Magnolia. When I looked up the benefits of Magnolia in this Emotions book, most of the benefits for these oils go on for 1 page. But for Magnolia, it goes on for a page and a half. It just keeps going and going. So I'm not going to read all of it to you, but I will do some highlights here. Magnolia says that it assists in, or let's see, that's not what I wanted you to read, because I had to kind of, there was so much on Magnolia that I'm going to show you the main parts of Magnolia. The inviting sweetness of Magnolia draws the senses in with gentle, pure, maternal nurturing that facilitates deep healing and soul-level change. Once the individual feels safe and loved, they will naturally see where they are withholding compassion from themselves and from those around them. Magnolia inspires individuals to engage with their fellow sojourners in this life with greater and greater empathy. So, compassion and empathy for ourselves and for those around us. Magnolia reveals the essential bonds shared between all people. When individuals view themselves as separate from others, they begin to lose the thread that weaves humanity together and to disregard the outcomes of the people they have detached themselves from. Okay, so we want to keep our connections. Magnolia helps us to keep our connections with the people around us and to care for them. Magnolia offers a true haven of refuge and reflection and inspires deep, transformative thought. What are the negative emotions that Magnolia helps us overcome? Well, it helps us to overcome feeling disconnected or numb or lonely, isolated, withdrawn, justifying, unsympathetic, and unkind. And then the positive properties. Oh, thanks, Sherry. I'll catch you later. The positive properties are feeling connected and compassionate with the people around us, feeling unified and thoughtful, feeling insightful, having perspective, being respectful, and being kind. So we all need those benefits also, right? Okay, so actually, I looked up Magnolia in my book here, and guess what I found out? I found out it was missing in this book. I got one of the very first books of this latest edition, and it's probably been updated, and so it's in the new books, I'm sure. But for Magnolia, I'm going to look up in the Advanced Oil Magic book. And the Advanced Oil Magic book, the latest edition is Series 3. It has turmeric on the cover. Okay? So let's look up Magnolia in this book. I have a lot of different books that I use. Well, not a lot. I have a handful. Uh-oh, battery is getting low here. Okay, I have several books that I look through, and I just go and look until I find what I'm looking for, but it's helpful to have a variety of resources. So in the Advanced Oil Magic book, looking up Magnolia, what are the top uses for Magnolia? Another oil that's awesome for feelings of stress and feelings of anxiousness and sadness. Another oil that's great for the discomfort that you may have during the menstrual time, or sore muscles. Maybe you're out there gardening a lot, or starting a workout session or whatever and just getting sore after that. So Magnolia is awesome for that. It's helpful for skin irritations that may be breaking out, and for ongoing discomforts and aches that you may have. And it's also good for respiratory, for coughs and things. So let's see, I covered all of the oils in Citrus Bloom. Okay, so Citrus Bloom, you were able to get it hopefully with the BOGOs that we had a couple weeks ago. It's not an oil that's available all the time, but I did want to cover all of the oils in there and just cover Citrus Bloom a little bit more, because you may not have information on Citrus Bloom because it's not available all the time. So anyway, I think I should double check and see if I have any other questions here. I think that's it. All right. Well, I think that's good. Hope you guys are all doing well. I will catch you later. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments here and I'll get to them. Have a great week, guys. Bye.